Hello and welcome to Tech Tuesday. So excited to be here this morning. As we get started, I just want to say hello and welcome. If this is your first time to Tech Tuesday, what you can expect is we usually do demos of the software. They run about 15 minutes or so, but we demo out different software programs, apps for you to use in your business. And they're usually geared towards helping you engage more with your client or helping you prep or prepare to be able to work more with your client in a fun, engaging way. So if you are here live, say hello. You do have to let StreamYard, if you're seeing in the Facebook group, you have to allow StreamYard to see your name. So you give approval right above this post, and then I can see who you are and say hello to you. If you're catching the replay, hit hashtag replay. All right. And I noticed StreamYard was having a few issues this morning. They had posted a note about it. And so hopefully everything will go okay. But they were saying they were having some glitches this morning between StreamYard and Facebook. So we'll see. Keep me posted if for some reason you can't hear me or see me. And I guess it would help if I put the microphone on. I'm just going to put it on like this so you could really hear me now. All right. So for our Tech Tuesday this morning, we're going to talk about Sessions Lab. So Sessions Lab's really fun. It's a great way to be able to see what's happening on the back end of you building a program. And when I say this is you're going to build it out, but what I find is that for even myself is that sometimes I'm not always organized, and I'll give a presentation and I'll be like, oh, that was really good. And then I'll go to give the presentation again later to another group or somewhere else. And I'll know that there were some things I wanted to adjust, but I can't remember exactly what I did because maybe I changed some things on the fly, or, I have it written out what I want to do, but not necessarily in great detail for every single part. So Sessions Lab is great because it really helps. It helps you stay organized, and it helps you so that when you want to deliver something, that everything is in one place. So without further ado, let me show you what it looks like. I also put the link. So it is our partner affiliate link. I might have to deal with a dog for a second. So give me just one moment. This is fun, right? This is live. So I'll be right back. I'm back. All right. This is fun, right? This is like real life here. We'll see how she does. Okay. So without further ado, let me show you what it looks like. We did drop our partner link up there. If you want to sign up, I have a free account. They do have paid accounts. So I just shared our link with you. I probably get something for it, but I don't know what that is. All right. So here's what Sessions Labs look like once you get signed in. I'm going to go back over to here in the home screen. So when you sign in, create your account, they do have a free one. Free one lets you have, as you can see here, basic subscription, 10 active sessions in there, in here. So active sessions would mean like maybe you have 10 of your presentations, saved in here. All right. So I'm going to show you what one looks like, and then we'll go through and kind of build one out. I find it easier to start with the templates, and I'm going to show you what their templates look like because they are amazing. Let me just say. So, all right. When you go in here, you can, let's just do a new session first. So you can click on new session. You can, pick in a template if you want. And again, I'm going to show you more templates towards the end, but there's a million of them to pick from. What's really cool is you can get ideas about how to run different workshops using some of the templates that have been created by other people, which I think is just really stellar. And then you can look at private spaces and public spaces. So if you don't want to share your stuff out with the world, you don't have to. You can keep your stuff private. So here is a board that I made. Doggy's not happy this morning. So here is a board that I made. Let me make my screen just a little bit bigger so we can see everything on here. All right. So say this is like I had made a temporary sample one called online course creation template. And so in here, It looks a little bit overwhelming, but I want to take that out from you and say, when you see how it's organized, it really will make sense. So there's different parts to your workshop. So you can section it off on the left here. So I have like, all right, the introduction. So when we start, you can set the timing. So we're going to say when we do an introduction for our course that we're going to do right here, we're going to make it a 5-minute thing, or we think it's going to be 6 minutes. And notice as it gets bigger, it gets longer here on the left. Okay. At the very top of the screen, it tells you how long the overall presentation is. So this is really great for you being able to judge how long do I need to spend in each section. Oh, this dog this morning. Hey, Fifi. All right, I'm going to mute. Hold on. Okay. So you can see that it tells your overall presentation. So if you're like, I need to present for an hour and a half, how long are each of these? Instead of trying to add up on paper, you can just adjust accordingly. So an introduction's usually short. So we're going to say ours is 5 minutes. And then you can put in notes here that you want to use for your presentation. So you just add in whatever it is you want to say. You can add in a picture, you can add bullet notes. So we're going to say, we're going to talk about housekeeping items, and let's see, address the break room. Okay, whatever it is you want to do. And then there's really cool stuff in this little arrow here, and you can put what it is. So as you'll notice, these are color coded. For those of you who love sticky notes, you have the chance to be able to color code your stuff. So I'm going to say nothing because this, it's an introduction. You can add in additional information. So it's great because maybe you're going to add in part of your script here. I attended one of Erica Mark's presentations this week, and how they use it. They put stuff here that they're going to cut and paste and put in the chat box on one side. And I hope she's okay with me sharing that. I think she will be. And then on the left, they have notes. So that might be a great way where you can put other stuff on this side. You can attach stuff in here. So you can see here, you can add all kinds of information in here to keep you on track of what you're doing and to move through your presentation. So it's really just a whole system to be able to organize all of your stuff. And then you could get as creative as you want. Notice you can attach to your Dropbox. You can, we're going to let's see, type some background info here. So you can just add in as much or as little as you want in the details. All right. And then again, you can add attachments. You can, save it. So you have it. If you're going to, you always do the same introduction for all of your stuff, you could copy it over. All right. And then say you're moving down into your lesson 2. So I'm just going to scroll down to the next thing. So we have our housekeeping we have here. And again, maybe this one we picked here, we're like, this is the presentation part, or this is an audio part, or this is a PDF, something you want to give to them. So you just go through and you can really customize this to how you want. You can leave it all where you're like, I just want to put the time in some of my notes, but it's really great. And when you're done with your presentation, you can go back in here and add other information, say, hey, that actually took me 25 minutes to go through. So let me adjust it. So next time I know, how long that takes. So that's some of the power in this system. The other thing is you can move these individual things. You're like, I'm done with it. I'm going to move it over here, which is nice because when it's out of the way, you're like, oh, I want to delete that, but I don't know if I want to delete it or where I want it to go. You can just start moving things out of the way and they'll save on this side. Let me collapse this. Hold on. There you go. So you can put some of the activity, what's been happening, so that you know what's been deleted. And the really cool thing is this is important, your activity thread, because you can share this with other individuals. So if you're collaborating with another presenter, this is a great way for you guys to be able to come in and put your stuff and break it up so you know what's happening during your presentation. So really cool, really system. I want to show you some templates because like I said, this one I just made just so we could play around with. I pulled out one, but I want to show you some that are already built up. So I'm going to go back over to the library. You'll notice that there's a library of facilitation techniques already set up here. So if you're doing stuff with teams, you might want to head into here. If you're looking for like energizers and icebreakers, come in here. So they have some really cool techniques that you can incorporate then into your presentations. I'm not going to go through all those today. So on Tech Tuesdays, we kind of just do a high level overview of what they have. And then let's see, I'm going to go back to my other boards. Hold on. So this was a team dynamics workshop in here. So you can see as you come in, you can see that the session lab owner is the one who actually owns this board, but then you're allowed to use this stuff and customize it and make it your own. So you come in and you can see how instead of, we had lesson 1, lesson 2 in mine, but you can see that they've really broken it down into what it is. And again, the categories are color coded. And if you just ever want to double check, you can hit this and go down and see. You can customize your own categories. So the other one was a general one, but they've customized it. So instead of saying the other one's a PDF, audio, text, they have energizer, breaks, discussion. So you can really see where you're at. And they even have the timings. Notice it says 9 o'clock, 9:05. So if you know the timings of your presentation, you can load all that in here and it will tell you exactly where you should be. So as you're presenting and it's 9:20, you better be down in this block or you're either too far ahead or too far behind. So that's why Session Labs is really great. And again, you can notice they have a lot of stuff written down in here. They have the YouTube link. So as you're presenting, you're not like, let me go find that tab. You're able to just click on it and go. And then, the information. Oh yeah, coffee break. Instead of just saying like break. Oh, I forgot to tell you the coffee's outside the room. You have the notes here so you can remember what you're supposed to tell. And so they have a lot of different templates and stuff that you can use. I'm going to go back to the library, just show you a couple other ones. Explore your values. Let's look at this one. So this is 60 to 120 minutes. They recommend it for 2 to 40 people. It's medium. I'm assuming that's level in delivering it. So this is a whole values exercise that you can go into. So when you do this, you might use this one particular exercise and put it in your board. So how cool is that? That if you're sitting there thinking, what do I do to open up my event? You can come in here, get some ideas of what people are doing, be like, hey, I want them to explore their values. Probably wouldn't do that as an opener, but, and put this into your board. So it's really cool, the ideas and stuff that they have in here and the ways to be able to use it. And I was trying to get back to showing you the other boards, but hold on. New session. And then here's the boards. Let's scroll down. Let's see, what kind of board do we want to do? Leadership development. Let's do that one. Oh, it's a pro one. I don't have a pro account. Team workshop with Wondercards. So let's pick this one and see what this person's created. So you can say they have their introduction at 20 minutes. They have a lot more stuff here. So written on this side, kind of than the one I created. And you can just scroll down and see, stuff that they have, ideas that they have, how their flow. And I'll say this is really great if you're getting ready to run a workshop and you're just like, man, what's the flow? What can I do? What are some ideas and how can I incorporate stuff? Come in and look at some of these. You can see this is an 8-hour presentation up here in the top left-hand corner. So it's a longer one. And they tell you when you're looking at the templates, but I have taken templates and come in here and just been like, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm going to delete it, or I'm going to make this smaller and rearrange things and made it my own. So, and again, you can just move stuff off of here like this. So it's not in here, but it's not gone anymore. So in case you're like, well, this particular workshop, maybe you don't have 8 hours, you only have 4. So you're like, well, I'm just going to take out these, big discussion chunks. And I'm going to take out this one, and notice we're down to 6 hours and 10 minutes. So maybe you'll want this for some other presentation. So you could copy it and move it around. So really cool platform. I'm going to go back and see if there was any questions. I don't see any questions, but if you have any, drop them below. I will always, check on these Tech Tuesday videos and answer them. But just, think about using it. It's a really great way for those of you who struggle with organization. Come and check out this Sessions Lab. It will help you. It will also help you if you're doing the same presentation multiple times or you have multiple versions. So I do a presentation on course creation, and I've delivered it in a 20-minute span. I've done it in a little 10-minute snippet, and I've done it as an hour presentation, and then we've done it as longer stuff. But so, it's great for coming in and just helping you organize and being like, what worked, what didn't work, what do I want to do different? And you can keep your notes and stuff in this. So with that, play around with the software. You can get a free account with up to 10 sessions on it, or 10 active sessions on it. So you can at least play around with it for a little while. So with that, I hope you all have a fantastic Tuesday. And we have a guest presenter coming into our group on Thursday. So I'll send you some more information about that here shortly. And that is all I have for now. I hope you all have a fantastic day.